but as you can see, it's solid and it's formed quite well. So, yep, there you go. Hello and selamat datang and welcome to today's episode where I show you how to make super, well, you can see it, it's nice. The Loh Bak Go is done, it's perfect. There is one difference though, and I did not steam this. So follow and let's see what we do with this. So here's the start of the show, the radish that I'm going to use. It's a bit big, but I'm using it across multiple recipes, so just bear with me. But yeah, I'll be shredding this shortly. I've got the rest of the ingredients more or less prepped. I'll introduce it shortly when I start cooking. So let's get on with it. So let's get started. Prep is more or less done, as you can see. I'm starting my rice cooker because I'm again going with my lazy methods. and while I'm doing I'm doing a vision with the rice cooker, so I'm just cooking all the stuffing in the rice cooker. But yeah, obviously this will be for separated parts. But yeah, I'm putting some oil again because I'm using the rice cooker later for a separate option. So yeah, this I'm going to heat up now. I've got my radish shredded now, box shredded with my box grater. If you guys have better ideas on how to shred without using a box grater, I'm all ears, so give me any suggestions for that. I've got mushroom water from the dried mushrooms that I diced up also here. As you can notice, I'm just going with different types of mushrooms in here, and then the radish, and that's basically the stuff, the ingredients in the radish cake. It's vegan, not, it's vegetarian, as you can see, obviously. So yeah, I'm just letting this heat up and then let's come back to it. So the searing has come about nicely. You can see the mushrooms shrunk a fair bit, so I'll put it to that side so you can see it. So yeah, it's nicely seared. Yeah, I think I'll start mixing in the radish. So I've been squeezing the water out from the radish, and it's actually a significant amount of water. I think you saw the amount of water I started with for the bowl, and it's basically doubled, if not tripled. So that's a significant amount of water, and I'm just going to start putting in the radish already in, so we can start drying out and cooking out the radish. So that's just going to go in now, and I'm going to show you that while I'm doing this. Yep, and I will probably need to increase the timing for the rice cooker again because yeah, you can see the timer is running out. So yeah, I'm just going to cook this out to dry it out, and I'll try and save as much other radish water as I can. Just a note is that I didn't really go crazy squeezing it. So yeah, I mean, we have to watch the water levels based on that, and then let's see how much I add on later. So while it's starting to cook, it's probably a good time to talk about seasonings. Putting in some a fair bit of Sichuan pepper powder, just to help with the radish taste, and some sugar as well, again to help with the radish taste. I got salt and ground pepper in already, so that's fine. Just a bit of sugar in to help out. And I don't know if you can see, but generally I'm quite happy. It's quite dry, so there's not much water coming out of that, or it's already start steaming away, so it's okay. So now I'm going to add in the mushroom powder, and then I'm finally add in the Maggi sauce. So yeah, I'll just go with some mushroom powder. Yeah, I know this recipe normally calls for chicken powder, but again, we're doing a vegetarian version, so mushroom powder. Yeah, I did wonder if I should have put in some ginger, because I'm a bit wondering with the strong mushroom taste, but I think the radish will probably soak it up, so I think it should be fine. But yeah, we will see at the end. Now Maggi sauce, again, a bit liberal on that, but yeah, I'm trying to at least let it burn up. So I've taken out some, the rest of the fillings are staying in here, and now we're going to start cooking. But what I'm going to do now is I've gotten the flour mixture ready in the meantime. So this is roughly 180 grams rice flour plus 30 grams of corn flour or cornstarch, if you like cornstarch. Yes, that's the correct term. So I'm trying to smoothen out any lumps and get it ready. I actually did not add any extra water. That's the interesting part. It was all just from the radish and the mushroom. So that really shows you how much water there was in there. But actually, if you look at it, I'm quite happy. The filling is quite dry. So I'm just going to now, I'm keeping the rice cooker on the warm setting. And now I'm going to start pouring this in. And let's see what happens. Because I'm a bit concerned that this thing is too thick, because again, bear in mind I haven't added any water, so it's all just water from the mushrooms and water from the radish. So I may have to top up some fresh water, or maybe not. I don't know, we will see. I will maybe just put a bit of water just to err on the safe side. Yeah, and I'm just going to maybe go 10 ml. Yeah, that's about there. And just to clean up my bowl, really you don't want it super thick, but on the other hand it cannot be fluidy. So yeah, I think I'm quite happy with this. I actually added very little water, so I am a bit, maybe I'll add a bit more water. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, yeah, you want a paste, which I actually have. How much water did we use extra? I think less than 20 or 30 ml. So I think in total something around 300 ml is my safe, or my hand in the sky guess. But yeah, you don't want it too watery, otherwise it won't thicken for sure. But yeah, I think this is good. I think this is the right amount for the consistency that we're looking. Maybe I'm wondering if I should add just a tad bit more flour. But I think it'll be okay. We can figure it out later. Let's see how it goes out. It's going to go on to cook cycle. I'm going to use the rice cooking cycle. So let's see how many cycles it takes. It could take one, it could take two, depending on how thick this turns out to be. I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to be very thick, but it's not thin. As you can see, it's roughly the equivalent of 2 bowls of rice, or 2 cups of rice, so it should be fairly substantial still. But okay, it's been 45 minutes more or less, and look at that. I mean, I kind of checked it earlier, so it's a bit of a sneak peek for me. But I'm just going to poke it to see if it's cooked through. But yeah, look at that. Generally, yes. I mean, I didn't even need, yeah, I mean, look at that, it's generally clean. I mean, yeah, I'm quite impressed. Yeah, to be safe, I could obviously cook it again. I mean, but it's set. Yeah, let's see your steamer do that. Basically offhand, I didn't do anything. And you can see it peeling at the side, so it's ready to come out. It's totally set. What am I going to do now? Obviously, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's cooked. It's great. I don't want to overcook it. You can see some cracks around the side. So let's just leave it. It's totally fine. It's night now. I don't know if you noticed, so I'm not going to eat this now. Because it's winter, I don't know if you noticed, I'm just going to stop the rice cooker because it's currently keeping warm. And I'm just going to keep it in the rice cooker overnight because it's winter. I'm just going to cover it. And yeah, and I'll keep the window open, so the temperature will probably drop to about 10-15 degrees, and yeah, that should be fine. So I'm just going to show you my Loh Bak Go overnight. It's been sitting in the rice cooker, and it looks great. So I'm trying to take this out without breaking anything, but as you can see, it's solid and it's formed quite well. So yep, there you go. And just to show you, yeah, so that's Loh Bak Go for you. And yeah, it's cooked through, it's set very well, and yeah, you can just do it one pot style in the rice cooker, no problem. So yeah, I'm going to go cut it up and make a couple of dishes with this. So stay tuned for that. What will you want to do with Loh Bak Go? As you can see, the sides are yeah, they're nice. So yeah, I'm pan frying also the ones. And yeah, my wife's obviously happy with it. Yep, it works. And that's it, I guess. So try it, give it a shot, and tell me what you think. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this up, and this is a preview for the next video, and I'm gonna go test a couple of cooking styles with this. See what your favorite is, and as always, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment as well if you like. And tell me what you like to do with this, and what are your other recipes for this. Let's go with that. Yeah. So jumpa lagi and selamat makan.